Hello, this is Andrew Grace with Quality Equipment and Spray, QSpray.com, with the next edition of Stupid Shit Techs Do to Your Pest Control and Landscape Equipment. This is a series where we share examples of really serious equipment problems that techs have brought into our shop for repairs. And the goal, of course, is to help you learn from other people's mistakes and avoid these mistakes so that you can reduce your repair expense, increase equipment lifetime, and really do a better job servicing your customers without downtime. Today we're going to talk about spray wands. And the examples I'm going to use are mostly these B&G spray wands. This is the spray wand most pest control guys use on their 1-gallon sprayer. But the lessons learned apply to all spray wands, whether it be on your backpack like your Birchmeier backpack or your power sprayer. All the lessons apply to any kind of spray wand. And here's the first example, and this is the most common one. This was a spray wand a tech brought in, and you can see it's just totally exploded. And we asked the tech what happened. He goes, I don't know, it just happened. And obviously that's a load of you know what. The tech was using the spray wand in a way it was not designed for, which is as a tool to open something, probably open a cabinet door. We've seen techs use spray wands to open gates, to push open doors, to push bushes out of the way. You know, to use it for unintended purposes puts undue stress on the wand, and you can see here it weakened the brass and it finally just blew up. And the issue here is not even the cost of replacing this wand. The biggest cost is the time it took the tech to leave his job or his stop, his customer, come to the repair shop, get it repaired and replaced, and then go back. And that's where the real time sink and the real expense is. And that's clearly the biggest problem here. So you want to make sure your techs know how to use your equipment and they're using it properly. They're not misusing it and abusing it like this case. Here's another example. This was a case where a tech put bleach in his B&G sprayer, and you can see the bleach reacted badly with the brass and ate right through it and totally destroyed the spray wand. Again, quite a bit of lost time as well as the expense of replacing and repairing the B&G sprayer. So don't put products in your sprayers that are not intended for, and if you're unsure, ask. And lastly, this was a spray wand brought in. This was several years ago, so I'm a little foggy on the details, but you can see here the tech, I can't remember if it was the tech or the owner, had wrapped the wand multiple times with tape and then put a number of clamps on it to stop a leak. And this is obviously ridiculous. You know, my thought here is if you're the company owner and you can't afford to replace a spray wand, then you should probably close down your company and go get a job. And if you're a tech working for this company, you need to quit and go get a job with a real company, because this is just silliness. And just think about the message this is sending to the customer whose home you're treating. It's crazy. So in summary, it's critical that you train your technicians on the first day of work, and it's critical that you retrain them. As you've heard me say before, just because you train Joe on day one doesn't mean he's still doing it exactly the way you want him. Number two, you got to do equipment inspections. Check your tech's equipment to make sure they're not misusing it. Next, ride-alongs. If you're the owner, the supervisor, the manager, periodically ride along with your techs to make sure they're well trained, they're treating your customers the way you want them to treat your customers, and that they're using your equipment properly. And lastly, do your preventative maintenance. Don't delay, don't put it off, because you're going to have a problem. It's going to cost you more in the end in downtime. So if you think this was valuable, please consider QSpray.com whenever you need spray equipment for your pest or landscape business. Thanks so much for watching.